Does Pectus Excavatum get worse with age? The truth of the answer is it depends, okay? Typically you're either born with pectus or you develop it through puberty. And if you're born with pectus, typically it does get worse as you go through puberty from what I've seen, from my own experience. You know, when I had pectus, I had just a little divot as a little kid. And then as I went through puberty, it got worse and worse. And unfortunately, that's also when you care most about the way you look and, you know, you're the most conscious of your body. So, you know, it can really get to people. And then on the other hand, it's, you know, you develop it in puberty. You have a completely flat sternum and then you develop that indent through puberty. So that also can happen. So typically, you know, yes, it does get worse from like, you know, 5 years old to then being 14, 15, but not all the time. You know, every case of pectus is different. Every development of pectus is different. You know, we're all unique. So, you know, there's no golden standard rule, but the chance is, you know, it can get worse as you go through puberty, and that does happen quite a bit, or it can just develop as you go through puberty. But then from then on, so then, you know, from your early teens on, the chances of it getting and developing deeper, I think is very slim. I've never worked with a client who's really had that happen. You know, so once you've you know, developed, it doesn't really seem to get any worse. The only thing that then makes it worse as you age is, you know, typically putting on some body fat and being more inactive, which will then create and further emphasize that pectus posture of the rounded shoulders, the anterior pelvic tilt, because that's not only caused due to the tight chest muscles due to pectus, but also just sedentary habits, sitting at a desk, which jacks up your hips, which contributes to anterior pelvic tilt, and then obviously you get those rounded shoulders as well. So that element of things definitely makes pectus get worse as you age, but that's not an aging byproduct, it's a lifestyle byproduct, okay? That unfortunately I'd say 90% of the population adhere to a lifestyle that does make their pectus get worse as they get older. Start working on it now. You know, if you're a younger kid or a parent of a younger kid, start working on those stretches, on building muscle, you know, get them forming those lifestyle habits early, because that's going to enable them the best chance at minimizing its development and minimizing the extent of their pectus. And then also things like the vacuum belt and stuff have been proven to show that it's the most effective when you're younger, because, you know, your bones are still developing and shaping up. And then, you know, if you're someone who's your pectus is already developed, you're already, you know, past your teens, and maybe your pectus seems to be getting worse, I'd say it's probably due to your lifestyle. It's probably due to the fact that you're not training, you're not developing that muscle, that lean muscular physique, your posture's getting bad, you're developing kind of like a skinny fat physique, or, you know, you're putting on weight in your belly, which is making that pop belly and then the indent look worse and everything like that. So you have the option to address your lifestyle, to completely change your life, to start training and eating good food and stretching, and then all of a sudden your pectus, rather than getting worse, is going to get better and better and better, so much so that you can be happy with your body. So there is things you can do, guys, and that is the reason for my channel and my business, is I want to see people not be a victim to their pectus, but overcome it through training, through perseverance, through surgery. Whatever method they choose is the best method for you, but just do something. Don't let this, if it's affecting you negatively, do not let it do that. You know, why would you just wallow in your own pity? Get on top of it, because you can, and that's the beauty of it. Because you can, okay? Divorce the story of your limitation and marry the truth of your unlimited capacity. I got that quote right in front of me. Over there, you can't really see it behind the bike, but it's in my gym. I love that quote so much. So guys, just remember to do that, okay? Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in coaching, link is in the description.